Welcome, this is Swammonster here, and today I have tons of games to show off that I got during October. Mostly PlayStation games, PS3, PS4, and Vita. Basically, how I'm going to do this is some of these games will not have gameplay footage while I talk about them. So basically, I'm going to show you what I got first without gameplay footage, and then the rest of them are going to be with video captured and everything. So I got a ton of Vita games. So let's get started. Monkey Ball. I don't know if the screen is too much glaring. I'm using my laptop monitor. Which, if you've never played a Monkey Ball game, they're super freaking fun. I used to play the crap ton on GameCube. This is just basically the GameCube version on PS Vita. It's very fun though. If you're looking for Monkey Ball on a modern console, this is the one to get. Next one is Lego Lord of the Rings. If you've played Lego games, it's basically, the Lego games. You collect stuff, you play through the main story if it's based off a movie, which most of them are. Only a few of them, like Lego Batman 1, wasn't really based off anything, and 2 and 3. But, yeah, these are fun games. If you've never played a Lego game, totally recommend it. I think it's a Lego the Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 game coming out this year, which I'm totally looking forward to because I'm getting it on Switch. Now the next one is Rayman Origins. If you've not played Rayman Origins, I totally recommend checking it out. This is actually the first time for me to play fully through it. I actually played the demo of Rayman Legends on the Nintendo Switch as a demo, so I decided to pick up Origins on the Vita. I'm probably going to pick up Legends soon. It's a very fun, fantastic platformer. It goes back to Rayman's roots and everything. It's a very fun game though. I totally recommend picking it up. If you like any games that's like Mario or stuff like that, this is a good platformer. Next one is FPS game. It's Resistance Burning Skies. I'm not really a big fan of the Resistance game. I played a little bit of it so far. Seems like you're pretty much a firefighter, and you're fighting, the Resistance or whatever the heck it's called. But I don't really know that much about the series. I beat the first game. I just really didn't like it. I kind of forced myself to beat the first one, and then I haven't played through the second one fully. I played the beginning. I got the collector's edition, so I'm going to try to see if I can get back in the series. Maybe it picks up a little bit more on the second one. I just couldn't find myself to fight. Basically, I had to force myself to beat the first one. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying so far it's not a game that doesn't seem for me. So hopefully I can get into the Vita version. I'm going to see probably later on and see how it is. Now next one is if you like Diablo, this is a fantastic game. Dungeon Hunters for the PS Vita. Very fantastic. I don't know if you can see it from the glare. I'm trying to have not that much glare. But it's a very fun game. Like I said, it's like Diablo. Your character is preset. I think you only can play as a male because it's like the story and stuff set up is basically you're like some king or what, I think it was like a prince, and your love died and you try to bring her back, and when you did, she pretty much was evil, then killed you, and then you got brought back to life to re-kill her. Some very deep stuff, I guess, but story isn't everything. It has a very fantastic loot system. So like I said, this is Diablo on the Vita basically. Very fun. If you like dungeon control, if you like dungeon crawlers that's like Diablo, you will enjoy this game. Next one is Lego Harry Potter for the Vita, obviously. Basically, this is I haven't played this yet. Pretty much I can't tell you that much about it. Me on general with the Lego games, I love the Lego games. Me on Harry Potter series, I have watched I'm probably about halfway through the entire series. I just ended up stopped watching it because I just never really got into Harry Potter as much as other people have. I'm probably going to try to finish the series, but I don't know when I can. It's a fun game. If you've never obviously played any Lego games, this is a Lego game, and you just collect stuff and you go through the movies and stuff like that. It's very fun. I'm just interested in seeing the new Lego game because that looks interesting how they set up Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and I'm really hoping maybe another end credit scenes for some DC crossovers. Okay, now we're moving on to the GameCube, and these are the two final ones that don't have any footage for, and I got two GameCube games. Two of them I love freaking much. I played tons and tons of hours on these games. First one, Simpsons Hit and Run. Basically, if you've never played Simpsons Hit and Run, this is Grand Theft Auto Simpsons. It is a fantastic Simpsons game. I mean, it has so much content. You play as Homer, you can play as Marge, you can play as Bart, you can play as Lisa, and it's not fully open world. It's just set in certain levels where you can go through certain parts of the town. They divided it in different sections, so it's like different chapters. But once you beat the game, you can go back to previous chapters, and you can even unlock different costumes for the characters during that chapter. And I love the Halloween chapter. That's actually pretty fun. It has a lot of secrets and a few unlockables. Actually, this is one of my, I think this is one of the first games I've 100%ed, because I went in and just 100%ed this game, because it's that fun. And the next one is Animal Crossing. This is a freaking awesome game if you've never played Animal Crossing. It's basically, like I would like to describe it, is this is a simulator game like Sims, but you can control your character completely, and really, it's Animal Crossing. You just live a life with your neighbors and stuff like that, and you gotta pay off like Tom Nook at the beginning of the game. It's a fun game, and on top of this, reason why I bought this, and I was actually wasn't really gonna buy it because the newer versions or stuff are a lot better than this one. Reason why I bought this specifically, this has NES games built onto it, so you can actually unlock classic NES games on here and play them. And some of them I think you do have to have a Game Shark, which I do not currently have, which I hopefully later on I can get. But yeah, this is a great way to play some NES games. Okay, so now we're on to PS3 games. Now, I did say in a previous video that I'm currently rebuilding my library on the PS3 that I currently have on my 360. Majorly the games that I like, specifically. If it's a game I don't really like, I'm not going to get it. But first one, and these are a lot of Lego games. If you guys kind of see that, I got a lot of Lego games in October. First one up, Lego Star Wars Complete Edition. Very fun game. If you've never played any of the Lego games, like I said, it's all about like you go through the movies, and these are the ones before they had voice acting. So if you're not into that, then it might not be for you. But it's still very fun to play through. Only downside with the Lego Star Wars Complete Edition for PS3 is it does not have trophies, which kind of sucks because I was hoping to really collect all the trophies for it. Going through Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 3, Episode 4, 5, and 6. There's a lot of, you just basically go through the entire movies, and the trophies are very easy to earn, or at least the achievements were really easy to earn, but basically since they don't have trophy support, I can't do that. And the next Lego game is Lego Batman, the video game. Another non-trophy supported game, which really sucks. Very fun. If, like I said, this one actually isn't based off any of the movies, so it's pretty much got its own thing. It's about pretty much basically all the villains teaming up against Batman and just trying to wreak havoc against Gotham City like usual. And you got Batman, Robin, and a few other the Bat family trying to stop these villains. And you can even play the villains at one point too. Once you I think you complete one set of levels. I think it's there's 3 different stages with 5 levels in each stages, where they have their own main villain attached to those. And then once you complete one of those, you can actually go to where the villains are, and it'll be an Arkham Asylum, and you can play through their story. But very fun game. Like I said, a lot of these Lego games are very fun. They're majorly collectathons. If you're into that, then I totally recommend getting these. Next one, and finally for the PS3, is Oblivion Game of the Year Edition, which is another game that's not supported with trophies, which I kind of already knew about that. This is actually one of the first games I played on PS3, because I used to have a PS3 a long time ago. When my Xbox 360 finally died, I decided to go to PS3 for one point, and I think that lasted about a year until I decided to go back to Xbox 360 for Xbox Live. But it was very fun to have this on there. This is actually more optimized, at least when I remember playing it, and when I was playing on there, it was a lot more optimized than Fallout 3 and Skyrim, because I think this was ported by a third-party company. But basically, if you've never played an Oblivion game, it's a big open-world RPG game. Usually a lot of people know about this game anyways, that or Skyrim, especially when you say like Elder Scrolls. Nobody ever calls it by its name for some reason. But yeah, this is the Game of the Year edition. It has pretty much the main game, the Shivering Isles expansion, and the Knights of the Nine expansion. None of the other side DLC, which kind of sucks, but that's pretty fine though. I know I still have the Xbox 360 version and I have the PC version, so I can play those DLC, but it kind of sucks that Bethesda never released that stuff on here, in which you would really think they would, and even trophy support. But, you know, Bethesda hasn't had a big relationship with Sony a lot, you know, besides, like, recently with this VR stuff. And it seems like Bethesda's kind of branching out recently with their other stuff, you know. You kind of see, with a Nintendo Switch, you see Skyrim, Doom, and Wolfenstein 2 coming to the Switch, which is freaking awesome. I'm really glad that they're branching out a little bit more besides just Microsoft. Okay, now we're moving on to the PS4 games. This is the last bit of it. Mostly, like I said, is all Sony games I got in October. So here we go. Rime for the PS4. Now, basically, this game, I've heard a lot of people say it's like Zelda. I don't really get that. Majorly, I see this more as it's like Eco or Shadow of the Colossus, like that type of style game. It's a puzzle platformer, which it has some in-depth puzzles. Very fun. So far, I just only played an hour of it, so I can't really say if I can recommend it or not. I know it got good reviews, and it's coming to the Nintendo Switch, so I'm going to play a little bit more of this before I decide to get this for the Switch, because I want to know if this game is really worth taking on the go. If not, then I won't be getting it on the Switch, obviously. Next one is Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary Edition. You can only get a physical copy from GameStop. If you've not played Duke Nukem 3D, it's basically, obviously, a first-person shooter. You know, it's outdated by its language and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff that was in Duke Nukem Forever is pretty much in here as like what I'm talking about, like the one-liners and stuff like that. It's a fun first-person shooter. Duke pretty much has to save the world, kill aliens, and save his women. That's pretty much the premise of the story. But it's very fun, fast-paced shooting. If you play Doom, you play Quake, or any other of those first-person shooter games, you'll obviously like this. You probably even own it already, because this game's been ported so many times. So this next one is fitting since it's October, and you know it's the month of Halloween. Evil Within. This game's basically just like Resident Evil 4. So far, I haven't played that much into it. I'm like I think I'm at sequence 3. I'm kind of stuck in this one part. As you can see, I'm probably dying a lot. I know a lot of people said this is more like Resident Evil 4, but this is still, so far, I don't know if it gets easier after I get to this part out of sequence 3, or chapter 3. But I died a lot in this game so far. Maybe I just suck at it. But so far, it seems more survival horror than what Resident Evil 4 is. Definitely more than Resident Evil 5, obviously. Very fun game. I'm trying to beat it before I get 2. I do want to play 2 because it seems awesome. I kind of accidentally got the spoilers for this game because of it. Kind of sucks, because that would have been a neat surprise. I'm not going to say it on here to spoil you on it, because I probably think you would want to play through this game before you find what happens at the end. Okay, the next one, Mega Man Legacy 2. which is basically 4 Mega Man games packed into one, which contains Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and 10, which I already have these on GameCube. I just decided to pick it up on PS4 just to earn some trophies. As you can see, some of the gameplay footage which I'm going to show you right now is like I die a crap ton. I'm not really good at the Mega Man games. I really want to try to get into these games though. So far, what I played of it, it's pretty fun. There's got some cool features from changing the pretty much the size of the screen, adding different backdrops. You know, fun upgrades to old classics. Even lets you change the controls and then a few other stuff. You know, it's pretty cool when they do a lot of those features that sets different graphic settings and all that type of stuff. I love it when they do that. Hopefully, maybe the Mega Man X series will get another remastered, and I'm hoping it'll be a full package of the Mega Man X series, not just like a two-parter. Because because pretty much basically I paid $15 for this, and I think I got the Mega Man Legacy 1. It's actually not physical, so I think I'll buy the physical copy, but I have the digital copy for about $10. So yeah, I paid about 27 or 25 bucks basically altogether for the first 2 packages. But I feel like if they do the Mega Man X series, they really need to bundle it all together as a one pack. And I wouldn't mind if it's like 30 bucks, because I get it, they're wanting to make more money. They could squeeze out a little bit more money if they wanted to by doing 1 pack or 2 pack. But really, just do, if you're gonna do something like that, just do it in 1 pack. Charge 30 bucks. I say that's reasonable, and let it be like that. Okay, the next one is Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Pretty much, Mirror's Edge is about a girl named Faith, who is a runner who recently got out of prison. This is actually a remake of the first Mirror's Edge game. I liked the gameplay for that game, but the story really sucked. So far, the story seems interesting. What I played of it. I'm hoping to dig a little bit more deeper in it, but basically my back catalog is always growing, so it's kind of hard to say when I'm going to beat some of these games. But at least when I get them, I do try them out. I do hand select what games I'm going to play though. But yeah, a lot of the jumping and running is a lot better than the first one. They improved a lot of the features in there. And you know, I really would like this game to be a VR game, because this would be pretty fun, because I recently got the PS4 VR, or not recently, but about a month ago, and this would be a total fun game if EA would release like a VR patch for it for the PS4, and then, you know, maybe the PC too. I mean, I really could see Mirror's Edge being a VR game, and a lot of people probably throw up from it. And, you know, it'd be crazy just seeing, like, when you fall, like, here, like, falling from the sky and stuff. Like, that would totally freak you out, and it'd be fun playing that in VR. And the last 2 games, and they're not in regular cases, they're in red boxes, because I sometimes occasionally buy from my red box, especially when they're cheap, like these, basically I spent $15 for all these 2 games bundled up together. First one, Doom, paid about $10 for it. Pretty much, you know, if you've never played any of the Dooms, this is actually the new one, so it's not like the original ones. It's fast paced, but it's not as fast as the originals. It's way more better than Doom 3, which I already like now because of that. Because I'm not really a big fan of Doom 3 for some reason. I just can't get into it. I like Doom 1 and 2, and I like this Doom. This is a fantastic sequel, just like when they did when they remade Wolfenstein, they remade Doom, and it's freaking awesome. I'm actually excited to play the Nintendo Switch version that comes out this month. It's gonna be fun playing it. There should be a lot of probably gonna be a lot of Switch games in my next pickup video, because I already got like 3 already, and then I got Skyrim, Doom, LA Noire comes out, and then the Lego game. Like, that's gonna be 4 already, which I'm not trying to spoil my pickups video for the future, but basically that's gonna be a good bit. Now the last one, Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles, Mutant in Manhattan, basically. Not a very fun game. It's a hack and slasher. I wish they done a little bit better on these. I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games and stuff like that, certain ones. I feel like they probably could have done better. I think if they would have set this like a more, I guess like let's say like something like Devil May Cry, instead of having it set up for like random, like you're just doing random crap, really. That's all it is, like random objectives. There's even one part where I'm just like hauling gold in this playthrough. I don't really get what they were trying to do with this game. I get if they were trying to make this a hack and slasher, it would have, which it is a hack and slasher. Very fun gameplay. Just the objectives are stupid, and it just gets super repetitive. That's why I don't really like it, because it's really repetitive. And I usually can do games that get really repetitive, because hell, I even pretty much grind a crap ton in Skyrim for some of the achievements and stuff, which were really ridiculous for somebody to just sit there and just spam like attack button and sneak behind some of the graybeards and just slash them until my sneak level and my blade level gets up. So I'm used to like repetitive and grinding. This just is really, it's just not really good. Just don't get this game. It's, do not get the Ninja Turtles game. It's just not good. Okay, so that's it for my video. I hope you enjoyed this pickups video. Hopefully I'll have, maybe either it's going to be more or about the same games next month. I know I already got a few games I know that's going to be for the pickups, which I already probably accidentally said some of them, but that's okay. But that's it for today for this video. Please like and subscribe, and on top of that, I have a Patreon down below. If you want to donate $1 to put your name in my credits, you can. And on top of that, I have a Twitter account where you can follow me, text me, tweet me, whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm fine. I'll answer you if you tweet on there. Answer any of your questions and stuff like that. But thank you, and bye-bye.